Husband 30M cheated on me 27F with my own sister 21F. Upset, confused, angry. Forgive me if it's confusing in places. I am still shaking and confused by the whole situation. So me and my partner have been together for 6 years, live together, and have a 5-week-old daughter. Me and my sister had a very close relationship since my parents haven't always been the best or supportive figures in our lives, so we clung together and would even consider myself the mother and father figure in her life. Mine and my partner's relationship has been restrained since my daughter has been born. He would stay late at work, be dismissive when I would want to communicate our feelings, and huff and puff when I would tend to our daughter. I had a fairly rough pregnancy and quite a traumatic birth, so my libido and overall body confidence is scarce. I don't feel like being intimate most days, and my partner would give me the silent treatment, but I never worried about him being unfaithful. I was feeding my daughter on the sofa tonight with my husband sitting next to me. We were both watching TV and his phone kept vibrating, but I had a feeling something wasn't right with the amount of notifications and how quickly he would answer. He got up to go to the bathroom and he didn't take his phone with him. This time, I grabbed it, put the passcode in and had a look who the messages were coming from. It was my sister. Before I looked at the messages, my heart dropped and my heart was in my mouth when I started looking at the messages. There was nudes, sexting and conversation on how I am not putting out like I used to, which was a knife in my chest. They had met about 4 times, in which I realized was the times where I was taking myself to the doctor for scans and checkups and getting shopping from my grandparents. I am beyond distraught. I have no idea what to do, where to go and how to go about confronting them. I feel like my whole world has come crashing down. I have lost my husband and my sister. Update 1. A lot has happened since I last posted. A lot came out, a lot has been said, and now it's all out on the table. I called an aunt of mine after I posted and saw some comments saying I should have a friend or family member by. I packed my baby a bag, bottles and stuff for a short stay with my auntie who's been close by for the pregnancy and knows how to look after my baby, because I don't want my child in the house whilst I talk about this. My husband was confused and was asking why I was packing stuff for her and not me also. I told him he will see. I texted my sister come over right now, and she pushed Y and called me, but I just messaged her to get over here. Took her about 15 minutes to come, and my aunt came and took my daughter in that time, and my husband was getting increasingly worried. When my sister pulled up, my husband's ass fell out. The sudden look of realization hit him and he started crying. My sister came in and I told her to sit down, and I did as you all asked. Took pictures of the chat, her number and all the contents that was on the chat, pulled it up on the smart TV and told them both to tell me WTF had been going on. Admittedly, I did look quite insane, but I didn't care. She started crying, he started saying he was sorry over and over, and I explained they had broken me out, how I raised my sister and gave my husband a daughter, and this is how they repay me. They confessed it had been happening for at least 7 months. He ducked her in our bed a couple of times and they said it wasn't like they were in love with each other. Getting a lawyer in the morning. He's confessed to kissing a CO worker also. I'll be picking my daughter up in an hour, and he's currently packing his shit whilst my sister is crying and begging me to not disown her. I am ignoring it whilst I am writing this. Really, see, I can only depend on myself in this time, and divorce is an only option for me because I don't want my daughter thinking men can do this to her. He's begging me and they are both begging me, but I am not cracking. They made their bed, they can lie in it. Thank you everyone for your support and kindness. Edit. Also highly suspect grooming of my sister when she was 15. Leaving rooms together and having a great bond. Feel very stupid for missing that and putting my sister in danger. Update 2. Hi guys, I first want to say how thankful I am that people were so supportive and even went out of their way to message me. I really appreciate you all for that, and it has given me a lot of strength. This is an update following on from my last post and what's happened in the week that followed. That night I was in shock and went into get away from me mode. I just wanted them out my house and not in my vision. There was lots of trying to persuade me, apologizing, crying, and it was chaos. My partner left with things in a bag and presumably went to his mother's, and he's yet to make a return. My sister was quite distraught and I felt she was truly sorry, but it doesn't make what happened go away. She left not long after and I collected my daughter. It was a Christmas that didn't feel much like Christmas and spent it with my daughter alone. I cried a lot, ate a lot and decided to send my sister contact details for a therapist my therapist had recommended. I want to give her the space we both need right now, and following on from the suspected grooming going on from when she was younger with my partner, just assumptions at this point. It's her chance to open up about it if that was the case. As for my partner, he's not messaged me, asked about our daughter or anything that I would have expected, like I am really sorry this has happened, or can I come collect this. His mother has removed me from all social media and I haven't tried the number to see if she has blocked me. I honestly think he has up and ran and used his mother as a bunker. All the legal divorce stuff is underway and I am currently focusing on myself and my daughter. It's deeply upsetting and it all caught up to me a few days after, but I am doing better now. Thanks for all the concern and support. I also hope to use this experience to now help others on here. Final update, hello again, nice to finally be back. I took a good month off Reddit sort of and all social media in general just to clear my head and a few things up. Can I just also say I received 78 private messages from people with overwhelming amounts of support and advice since posting the first post, which seems to have disappeared for everyone but me. Some people messaged me with that I was faking it and deleted it out of guilt. Well, it's still on my profile for me and don't quite know why it's disappeared, and I really wish I made it up, to be honest. But anyway, moving on, divorce is up and running and he has signed the papers but won't come back to the house or see his daughter. Sister is a no-show. To and from unpopular demand, I have tried to bridge the gap slightly but with no avail. I am just accepting he has literally up and ran and won't be back anytime soon. He has been messaging me with really worrying messages though. He asked if I was alone in the house at 3 a.m. one night. I said no because it just felt right to say that, because it was really ducking strange to be woken up by that at that time. Then nothing. Hasn't asked about our daughter or even the divorce proceedings. He just says hey now and again, but I am keeping low contact for now, so not replying often and to only important things. Hasn't overtly attempted reconciliation, not that I want to, he's just acting off. He messaged me it's time now one day, then nothing for a few days, followed up by hey again. There's messages that have been removed by him that I didn't see, but they're usually at like 3-4 a.m. You know when you can feel someone's personality through text, especially when you've known someone for a while. Can't really explain it, but it's fucking weird and it's like he's a different person. My daughter and I are loving life right now and are thriving. Just really want to know your thoughts on these random ass messages. Hit like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing to our channel.